all, I'm Jeanette Keynes from Jewelry Arts Inc. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use a miter block. A miter block is a tool you may not have used before, or maybe you haven't even heard of before, but they are amazingly helpful in getting things straight, and I think you'll find it super useful for a lot of tasks in the studio. Of course, my favorite, the one that I use all the time, is on my Jewelry Arts Tools website, so if you want my favorite, you can get it there. Hi everybody, I'm here to show you today a tool that I don't see a lot of jewelers use, and I kind of suspect it's because they don't know about it. It's a miter block. This one's by ASIC. We have them on the website, of course. Insert plug here. But I want to show you how it works. So a huge thing with most jewelers, whether you're beginning or even more advanced, getting things straight, right? That's enough to drive you completely batshit crazy. You're trying to get the end of your ring shank perfectly straight so you can butt it together, you know, any number of things. You're trying to get them straight and level, and it makes you berserker. Well, this pretty much takes all of that away. Now, this is a really simple tool. If you take a look at it, it has these little screws right here that you loosen, right? Filming in New York. Beautiful native, what is that? Like that's the native flora and fauna in the background.
No birds, just fire trucks.
Just fire trucks. So you see what I'm saying though? It just opens up and down like that. You loosen it up and you put in there whatever you need to get nice and straight. Like for example, something I use this for a lot is tubing. I make tubing, I wanna make beautiful little bezels, you know, all nice and level. So I can take that, I can place it right in here like that. And here's the thing, there's a small opening and a big opening. What you have doesn't have to fit in there exactly. It just has to fit in there. And then you just push this down and tighten this up so that it's held in there just like that. Now, what I can do is I can take this, and I won't really do it, but I can saw, you see what I'm saying? Right up against here. I can also file. So, I mean, I wouldn't leave this much sticking out if I was filing. But if you just have the edge of something, you know, and it's not quite level, you can just stick it in there. Let's say it's a bezel or the end of your wire, anything. You stick it in there and then you can file. I won't do it to my beautiful tube because I don't want to mess it up. But you see what I'm saying? You can file right up against the metal. Basically, these are made out of like super hard steel. So they may get a few like little like superficial scratches on there, but they won't get damaged like regular steel probably would get beaten up. So I find for getting things straight and level, this thing will like change your life. Let me show you another way that you would use it. There's also, like, this is just like a 90-degree angle. Do you know what I mean? You clamp it in there, you straight up and down, yay. But there's also a 45-degree angle. Now, I don't use that all that often, but let's say you're really making some little, like, almost like picture edge type of thing. You can put it, I'll just show you right there. You see that little top section right there? That's a 45-degree angle. So you can just put your stuff in there, you know, close it up and file it, or saw it, either one, you know, whatever you need to do, and you'll have a perfect 45-degree angle. You know what I mean? Like that, which, I don't know about you guys, but can you file a 45-degree angle, like at 45 degrees? I think a lot of times people think that all the other jewelers can do it, and they just suck, and like, I can't do it. And nobody is that good at that kind of thing. The people that do the real precision stuff, they use something like a miter block to help them. So I use this a lot. It will also just completely negate any issue you're having with your ring shanks. You know how you're trying to get your ring shank nice and straight together so that you can solder it. You can place it right in here and file right up against there, and it'll like change your life. Put this in here like this. And a lot of times what I do is I just saw it right on here. So like I would get the end, I'd leave like a tiny little bit, like even less than that, sticking out, file it up against the block, and then take my ruler and mark, put a little line on here with my dividers, and then I can saw right down through. So instead of like cutting my ring shank and then cleaning it up, you're kind of doing it all at once. And it's just like, comes together so beautiful. So this is not something like, if you've just started making jewelry, you don't necessarily need to get one of these, but They're really nice to have for getting things level and cutting tubing and just if you're having trouble getting anything level, basically this will solve it. So I don't see a lot of people using these, and I think it's more just because people don't know about them, because they are the shit.